Okay, we're back. So let's look at what gold is giving us today. Set chart view.
I'm very happy to see.
Yeah. How do you put this chair down? Oh yeah. Nice. Hey guys, welcome to the stream. So sorry it's late. We have some technical difficulties setting up the stream. As you can see, there's no webcam at this moment. Is because somehow we're gonna get it figured how we're gonna get it connected back. So right now we're gonna leave it be for now because we're actually running out of time. I'm so sorry for the late, guys. So let's look at gold. What is gold giving us today? So in 30 more minutes, we are entering US market in 30 more minutes. So what will happen, like what we expect is like the price probably gonna dip as yesterday. Okay. So we're gonna look at it is H4 first. H4, reason why we want to see the bigger time frame before we short out to a smaller time frame to see a better structure to identify to find order blocks. The reason why order blocks is so important in trading is that, give me a minute. I don't think so. To be okay. This thing will be having a problem. Okay, sorry, my bad. As I was saying, order block matters not because they predict price, but because they reveal where, like, mostly what people are trading these days. They're using ICT, or what you call smart money trading, SMC, smart money concept. Yeah, sorry. So by using this technique, we can identify where the breakout structure happens. So let's see H1. So H1 right now, we're gonna draw a few ups right here. So currently, oh my god, it's still looking at downtrend. We're looking at downtrend at this moment. Well, one of the reasons why the government is also like, supposedly this week we have NFP, but it was postponed to next week because government having issue collecting enough data ever since Donald Trump re-elected a new Federal Reserve chairman. I think it was Wash or something his name was. So ever since the market opened up this morning, it rise up, but then after that it pulled back down. So the sudden rise is basically coming up from here. Sorry, it's basically from here. There's a big gap here happened. So ever since then, it came all the way down since yesterday. So from here, oh, nope. So we're gonna maintain at 1 hour first. So to identify support and resistance, yesterday I did mention during our live is to use line chart to get a better series of where the breakout actually happens. So one of it is from here. There's a breakout structure here. Reason why there's a support area here happens, and then what's wrong with my mouse, bro? Let me set to lower a bit. Can I set even lower? Cancel. Okay, it's okay. Okay, the reason why we use line chart so we get a clear direction where like the price actually is. It's more like accurately to get. If you don't want to get accurately, of course you can just use a candlestick. But of course we use line chart to get more accurate. So right now here, and let's see from the bottom here. So there is a breakout structure happen here. So basically our order block is in this area here. Alamak, it's not here anymore. How do I add? So most probably we are looking at in this area here. This one here, but no, let me remove this first. Because right now we want to look at the most recent price. So from here we change back to our line chart. Okay. So we have the high low here, higher high, higher low, higher high. So from the higher high, there's a breakout here. And also there's a higher low here, which is from a resistance becomes support. So there's a reason why there's a rejection nearby. So if we will change this to our candlestick, yeah, as you can see, there's a rejection here from the candlestick itself. They create just a shadow and then bounce back up. So basically here, this is a valid support. Even if we look at close up right here at the current market time, if you look at 5 minutes, basically there's a lot of rejection going in here. So basically there's a strong valid support here, but at the same time the price momentum is not showing that the buyer are coming in, which is all the big institution. Normally that will happen at during 11 plus in around like 20 more minutes ago. From there we can see probably there's a good reaction between the gold, whether the price want to go back up or we better go back down. So I'm suggesting that the price still want to make a break towards a support before it rise back up, to show that if it's want to go back down, it will should break before it goes back up to get a retracement price. So right now it's just pretty much a waiting game for us right now. No pressure. So basically how we know whether the momentum has changed is we look at probably 15 minutes. Okay, 15 minutes, there's a lot of consolidation going on right here, so we can't take that. So we had to look at bigger time frame. So if you look at M30 time frame, you can see all these shadows wick candle wick are showing right now. Even though the price momentum is going downtrend, but the price is rejecting towards a support area. This shows that the price might want to pull back to where the trend line is before, like if you want to go back up and change your character, or let's say price manipulation right here going on, it will break up the trend line. If it doesn't, it will come and respect the trend line and come back down to the support area if it still want to continue going down. uh hold on. Do we need a live streamer over here as well? I don't think so. The camera is malfunctioning. As you can see, the price is showing a rejection here. So right now the price probably going to come back up. So at this moment, if we look at smaller time frame, right, yes, it shows that there is a breakout structure here. If we change it to a line chart, as you can see, there's a breakout structure here in this area. It's a small, this is M1 basically. If we look at M5, okay, it's coming back to where the trend line is, which is there's a one trend line over here as well for M5, but if you look at this small trend line here, if it breaks that, of course it's going to continue. But it seems like it shows that it's breaking. But if it close, we need to see whether it close or not. And it leaves a shadow, or it leaves a full body candlestick. If it close a full body candlestick, then the price should be going up. If it does not close a full candlestick body, for example, let me just change this to candlestick back again. As you can see, M5, this candidate shows a no, I wouldn't say a valid close, because it just leave a shadow, not a body. So what we want is that the body to close up here. That's where it indicates that the price still want to go up, but it doesn't. So we need to see the next candlestick. So the next candlestick open up, it just shoot back up, but of course the price is not end yet for this M5. So we shall see whether how this M5 ends, but it's still gonna go back up. If it's still gonna go back up, we consider that it breaks well, I would say a minor resistance here. If it breaks that and also breaks a trend line, it price might go all the way back up here. So this is just like the shorter time frame analysis for how the market is. So for us to play safe right now, we are waiting for the price to come back here. So the reason why the price come back here, this is where the price this is where order block happens. So if you can see, there's a breakout structure here. The price came back down here to create a support, come back up, create a resistance, come back down, it breaks a support, and it come back up here for a retracement. So for the retracement here, it create a minor resistance here at this moment. So for the price to come back here is the most realistic answer compared to this. So if it comes back here, we want to see what the price will happen here. So that for that reason why we consider that as the order block. Where is it? Here, okay, found it. Okay, so this is what we can consider as order block. Oh no. Exit. What did I press? So sorry. Uh-oh. Is there something wrong with it? Hello. I wanna see go. Hello. Give me go. Give me go. Okay. So we're back at it. Oh no, okay. Luckily. So we're back at it. So we go back to M30. The reason why we put M30 here is our order block. Okay, this is much more of a valid reason. Wait, dude. Okay. For this area here. Arrow is so much better. Okay. Can everyone hear me? Just a test. Oh, wow. Dude. Stop being stubborn. Okay, here. Okay, cool. Okay. So right now we look at lower time frame. Basically, whenever you guys want to entry, you have to look at least M1 or M5. The reason why we want to look at M1, M5 is to see the momentum of the candlestick. You see whether the buyer or the seller are coming in strong. So right now, what we are looking at, you see, as I said, M5 came out a new candlestick. It did not close above, so there is a minor resistance here. If you look at line chart, so that is the reason why it rejected, and also it's still on the downtrend stream. So what we want to see is that whether the price would like to break here or would like to come back, touch down the support. If it touch down and break down the support here, then we'll be looking for a buy area in this let's say let me change back here. Okay, let's see here. Let's change the line chart. Okay, the reason why if it breaks down here, that is that will create a breakout structure from there. Let me check this. Okay. Change back to candlestick. So this is where the potential sales are gonna be. The reason why I'm biased looking at the price is going down is because they re-elected the Federal Reserve chairman ever since Donald Trump did that this month. So gold is looking at, if you look at a bigger picture wise, look at 4 hours, the price is just want to make a retracement, and most people think that this is the first retracement. Yes, this is the first retracement done. So second, sorry, for sell retracement is done. So this is the buy retracement. So right now we're looking at whether the price is want to go back up or you want to go back down. Looking at the momentum now, is still sell. For now, the price would like to come back up at this moment just to see whether our resistance is valid or not. So if we look at lower time frame, set chart view, this is indicate that the buyer are coming in. So what we want is that we want the sellers, big institution of seller, to come in and push the price down even more. Let me pull this closer. So if you just want to check other currency, let's check UJ USD JPY. Usually the reason why I check USD JPY, right, is the positive negative energy of gold. It's like if you see gold is going down, you usually will know that USD JPY, the price will go back up. So if gold go down, UJ will go up. Hi, hello. My test. Is my mic sound is on? Yeah, it is. It's on. So if let's say for 4 hours wise, wow, okay. Let me look at one daily first, though. What is daily's cooking right now? Bro, I had to see even bigger picture than this. Look at weekly. So weekly price is bigly this the uptrend. We are looking at a huge consolidation going on over here. So right now weekly, let me change that to monthly wise. Okay, total hang. So right now change this to a line chart. So what we are looking at, the price is sticking out at a first resistance here. Shows that rejection, first rejection. I come back for a retracement, whether it shows they want to break or not. So right now, if you're looking at USD JPY, I don't know, it's more like a very strong buy right now, because looking at gold is going back up, right? Candles. So for this, we have to look at lower time frame first. Okay, so as you can see, lower time frame on M15, there's a break out of the trend line. Look at M30 first to confirm. So let's see. Let's just say I'll take from all the way down here. Yeah, there is a breakout structure here. Okay. This is for USD JPY. So we change back here to line candle. We did able to see there's a support here. Resistance becomes support. So from here, it breaks that. So it shows that the price that still want to go back up. Okay. This support becomes resistance becomes support. So now support is already been break. Let's change that to candle and see what's up. Okay, So most likely the price will come back up here to make a retracement, go back down, because usually in this case, right, whenever there is a first breakout through the trend line, you want to be on the safe side to anticipate manipulation over in this area, whether the price will either touch and go, or like either the price like you just want to touch here and then, oh no, this thing is not the one. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, for example, if let's say the price want to come back here, and then this is what we want it to do. Okay, if it's not the case, what will happen here during the manipulation one is that the price will either like touch, come back here to where it's break out from the support, touch back here, and then goes back up. So if this case happens, it's a worst case scenario for us. But whether this will happen, it might happen during the manipulation over in this trend line if gold continues to dip further down. If gold doesn't want to dip further down, and let's say it looks for a manipulation in the gold side, so from here we can look for a sell in this trend line. As you can see, M30, the candlestick, we are closing out in 1 hour soon. 8 more minutes. So we shall see whether this want to continue go up, or you just want to close during the shadow over here. So M15. So right now it's just pretty much like a waiting game for us right now to see what happened to the goal until 11 starts. Another 8 more minutes. That's where actually the big institution from the United States will start to come in, and then we will see whether it is like there will be a manipulation why happen, or will be like the price going to come back down to touch the support area where the order block was drawn down here, second one, or it will come back to the first order block where we drawn, and then will continue to dip down. So whenever there is a manipulation here, if there's a manipulation here happens, we will look at UJ, the price will come here and go down. Come to our trend line basically. So the reason why this order block is important, right? Bank and institution, right? They cannot enter the market randomly, because they need zone with enough liquidity to build enough position. So right now, if you ask me, there's a lot of liquidity here that they can sweep and they continue to break down. If let's say they want to kill off all the buyers who comes in, or maybe the price already go like from here go back up, whereby let's say the price is what do you say this? How do you say this? Basically, accumulation or distribution for buy. Let's say the price is being rejected around this area, the price will continue go up lah. Basically, there's a lot of buyer is going up against the institution and the bank, but I honestly don't think so lah. Because big players will be active around these two area. We shall see. Okay, 5 minute mark. So in 5 minute mark, lower time frame, it shows there's a rejection in this area, like I mentioned. So there is a valid resistance here. This is a smaller time frame resistance, if you ask me. Whether if it's gonna be a strong valid compared to the higher time frame, it's not, because smaller time frame resistance support are easily being break. So I wouldn't say it's like a valid place where you can actually put a entry in this area. No, it's not. Just you guys need to remember this, right? Order blocks are important because they are reveal institution intent. So you know where the price is happening. Like wherever there's a big movement, like in this area, there's a big movement here. So the big institution enter here, or like in this area. Normally, if you see this big candlestick, right, this is where the big institution like banks, they will put a large entry in this area. That's why you can see like a big one, like all this minor small candle, right? Even though it shows that it's going a big amount, for even though like in this, for this one here, right, this one here, the price at 489. Even this one M5 candlestick is already like 100 pips. It's basically not the big institution I'm making the move. It's not. So this is not yet. So order blocks is meant to reveal institution intent. Also define meaningful price zone. Reduce random trading. That's one thing you want to do, is reduce random trading. You don't want to like have so much entry, so much breakout, and so much area like consolidation. Like you don't know like is it the right time or right place to actually entry. So you don't want to have that. So the reason why we drawn this way is to keep practice for us to be better when we identify the market. Sometimes like, if you keep using this method for at least like probably a month or 2 or 3, if you really get the hang of it, you don't actually need to draw it. By just looking at the market, you already know like where the price actually is going to be, where you're going to take. You don't actually need to draw like this, like how I did for you guys. The reason why I'm doing this is this is like the basic phase, like for you guys to do, for you guys to practice, so that you guys one get good at this. You don't even need to draw, just one eye looking at the market. You already know where the market gonna be and what you're gonna react. So that's the thing. Like we want to make sure that everyone able to accomplish, a behavior structure that for you guys to have, so that you guys don't complicate things or having like other like emotion or mentally like disturbing you in terms of your trading decision. We don't want that to happen to you, or even force you to trade with logic. That is one we want, not emotion. But remember this, order block don't work alone. They work in context. So you need to have a very strong valid reason why. So we're coming in. The reason why the price is pulling back down is because H1 is closing. If you look at H1 candlestick, that's why it's closing back to the sell. Basically, we should. The reason why H1 price is pulling back is because it is still like bearish momentum at this moment. So if it's gonna be a bullish, right, this candlestick had to close at at least be bull candlestick. We want it to close as bull. If let's say you're gonna be a reject, come back up to this trend line for us to look for a place to sell. If it close red, you know, or even like a small candlestick, a small body, in this case, it's gonna be like a consolidation later. So we don't want that to happen. So right now we're just gonna chill for a bit and see what the price is gonna give us in the next couple of minutes. Okay, I honestly can't see. The problem is, right, most traders are taught to treat order block like magic levels. So they think like the moment the price come here, that we immediately take a trading action. So this could be a problem. So to prevent this from having this, right, the moment you already mark the order block, mark the structure where you probably want to take a possible entry, you always have to look at a lower time frame. At least if you ask me, M5 is the safest one, whereby you can basically see how strong the momentum between the buyer and the seller. If you are confident, if you in yourself in terms of your prediction wise, I wouldn't say you should take the risk of looking at M1, because M1 usually there's a lot of manipulation going on here. So the safer side is always look at M5. So even though like right now it shows the rejection, right now we're entering at 11, as you can see, from just one candlestick is where we are already looking at close for 200 pip. This is a price pullback. So if you ask me whether is it a good time to take an entry, no, because right now what happening, there is a news going on right now which is jolts. jobs opening forecast previously is 7.1, so forecast is showing 7.2. Is 7.2. This shows that uh strong buyer are coming in at this moment. So if you look at it, dude, look at the rejection M1. Look how quick is that. There's no way. Dude, okay, I'm lagging right now. Dude, look at that. See that rejection? You see that rejection? This is like what we call a manipulation here. So if you were to waiting for this price to happen, you'll be dead. So right now the price is rejecting, and the price most probably gonna like come back here to to fill up the liquidity gap, and they're most probably gonna continue going down. So right now there's a lot of liquidity here. People are thinking that it's gonna be a buy right now. So this is where all the bank institution will trap everyone. So just be very. I wouldn't say this is like the safe side or the dangerous side. I'm just saying you gotta be very very about this. If it if it lost, they blame the market. Yeah. But the thing is, the market isn't wrong. The context was missing. So right now, as you can see, this is the reason why we need to look at lower time frame. You see that rejection right now. So basically, we are still looking at bearish. The big institution from the bank are coming in strong, wiping out. People thought that it's gonna be a buy, so probably I thinking that people are actually buying here right now. So let's say there's no breakout structure here. There is a breakout structure in this area, which is why here can be a sell zone. But this is a minor lower time frame. Is very difficult and is to look at because there's a lot of consolidation in this area whereby it means noise and you don't want to trade whereby there's a lot of noise between uh buyer and the seller fighting each other. They don't know, we don't know who's going to win. So let them fight first, let them see who's going to be winner. The moment they win, there will be a breakout. Once they break out, there will be a retracement. When there's a retracement, that is where we're going to take. But before we take within the retracement, look at least M1 or M5 to see whether there is a manipulation, um change of character within the market based on the momentum as well. This is the most important part. So that's what we call an order block, to be honest. It's not important because it looks nice on chart. It's important because it tells us that this is very serious money. People are willingly to commit. The safer side. Give me a moment. I'm gonna go for the restroom. Sorry, I'm back. So right now we're still looking at a bearish momentum. Let's see whether it respect the support and go back up. Still looking at two both selling places. I don't look at. It's not a buy, bro. It's never gonna be a buy. It's definitely gonna be a sell. If it's a buy, it's just like in this area here, which is I highly don't recommend, because here also there's a breakout here. I want you guys to, if you can, tell me in the comment why here is so. You know what? I'm gonna put a question mark. Okay, why here is gonna be a buy? That's a question mark for us. Food for thought. If they say anything happen, here is gonna be the reason why. Support become resistant. Lower time frame. Okay, support become resistant. Resistant got two valid. Third valid. Now coming back. This is a lower time frame. But of course, I'm not saying that this is an area that we should take our trade. No, we are not. This is where the minor manipulation that will happen here, that will change, either make a change of character breakout from this resistance and come back here for us to take a sell. A best, safest way to take a sell. So if you ask me, okay, it's like this. Potentially, it's gonna come back up like this, breakout, come back here, like this. There's a reason why here can be a buy. But of course, I'm not saying here should be a buy, because here's gonna be a sell, whereby you come back here, I will drop back all the way down here. So there's TP2, TP1. So from this one, this question mark, it can be our first TP later. If they say if this will be a profitable sell for us, this is our first TP. Here will be our second TP. So want to see whether is it respecting in this area for this current M5. M5 is about to close. A new M5 order is going to be out soon. Let's see M1. M1, if you look at lower time frame, it shows that it's rejecting in the resistant area here, even though the first spike during the news at 11 sharp, jolt spikes up, but then it shows a rejection, closing rejection candle. It means that this is not a very strong news impact, basically. It's a weak one, even though, right, 4.8, 4,845, all the way here. It's at least 200 peep, man. 200 peep, even reject. Last year, right, if it's like this, it's different, man. This year, dude, this year goal is crazy way. Honestly, a lot of people, right? Okay, if you have a big liquidity, if you're trading with a big liquidity, you are still safe in trading in gold. But now, right, all the middle class below are getting affected because of this. They are not able to make a trade because their liquidity is not strong enough to support them for the long run. So for people who have liquidity in their bank, in their savings, somewhere they stash away, they're able to support themselves in the long run. Definitely. If you know how to trade, like let's say you have 1 million, if you were to trade using a 10,000 USD account, dude, 1 million, 10,000 USD account, how many account were you able to blow that account, man? And if you were to blow up to maybe 30 or 50 account, you still have enough life point to survive the long run. For people who doesn't have that kind of luxury, yeah, they will suffer. So I wouldn't suggest for people who have like small capital liquidity to trade in this behavior at this moment, Because one candlestick, if you look at it, uh, if you were to place $1,000 deposit, right? Let's say, and you were to sell, and the price shoot up during the news from during high impact news. From this, you already lost like what? If you put at 10 cent, 0.10 lot size, you will have lost like what, 200 USD plus commission and whatnot from the broker. Dude, you will lost. So this is why like we don't want to have this thing to happen to you. That's why the reason why having auto blocks is so important is just to reduce and to minimize all this noise that is making you to have a better decision to entry. Your confidence will. We don't want your confidence to be affected when you trade. So as we look at M5, yes, it's like a third attempt. So this is a strong resistance here. So the price is actually rejected. It's gonna come back down here. So if it come back down here, what we want to see is whether it breaks all this and continue break the support and continue going down. If it continue down, we can possibly look for a potential sell. All that matter within the next 30 minutes to the candlestick close. I bet a lot of people are expecting here to be a buy zone. But if it comes here and break down, bro, careful, man. I think a lot of people are expecting that to happen. Because they think the forecast, right, during the joke news at 11, so it indicates like they thought like the forecast like showing much better than the previous one. It's much more higher. So the price might change. But honestly, the points, how much changes is not much of a big difference. It's just a liquidity sweep killing everyone. So if you don't want to be killed, so it's best to always, to have a structure, a behavioral structure. Okay, so if this candlestick right shows close like a strong body of a bearish here, this is where it's gonna be like so. So if like if this price gonna come back down here and close right here, and then open up, come back here, then a bump. What's this? Oh, this next week. It's CPI, right? Yeah. Dude, let me remove you. Come back closer, closer. If you look at H4, 1, 2, 3. So pull back, pull back, pull back. Reject, reject. So there's 3 attempts of pullback. 2 reject this. We cannot consider this a reject yet because it's still a pullback showing us a bullish. If it shows us a bearish, then we take it as a third reject, but it's not yet. So probably in the next live session, right, I can talk about candlesticks and also the candle week for you guys if you guys want to. Because knowing this also play a part for you in a smaller time frame. So you guys know what kind of candlestick that you guys should take, whether it's an engulfing type of candlestick or not. Okay. So the M5 previous candle showed as an engulfing. So right now the new candle is showing there's a pullback. This is the smaller time frame analysis. So whether it's gonna come back and close back the body or not, we shall see. Based on the momentum, it shows that it might could. Based on M1 also, yes, it might could, but then still I hope we are not stuck here in this consolidation. If we stuck here in between consolidation right here, right, for people who are scalping, buy and sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, dude, they're making a lot of money from this. First, consolidation is always favor those people who are scalping. For those people who are swing trader like myself, today like right now I'm looking at a potential swing because the price is so close to the bottom here. But if the price does not come close to here, it's always this is like the best case scenario for those scalpers, because if you look at it, they can probably profit like one first. Okay, this will be the first one, second attempt, first attempt, second attempt, third attempt. So they probably profit like 3 or 4 times from this. And then if let's say the fifth attempt they were to entry and then they were to hit stop loss, it's okay. Based on the play they were doing, is like 3 out of 1, 4 out of 1. So it's like they still on the profitable side because you basically have 3 wins in a row. But that is scalping. Scalping is very intense. Like if you want to rely and play safe, and honestly, I wouldn't say play safe lah. I would say that, feel safe trading. Okay, you want to feel safe trading. If you want to feel safe trading, yes, having a behavior structure that allows you to have that is always good. So right now, M5 doesn't show that you want to break, so he's still looking at us very sell point. And right now we are in between the consolidation, between a very tight consolidation at this moment, whether it's going to be a break between the buy or a sell. So this what happened, that the price is going to squeeze so tight, so small, until like it shows a potential like a downtrend or uptrend, that the price will break in a way. We know it's like having up two bottle like to squeeze in, and then trying to create, somehow he's trying to break free. Try to have a water balloon and hold it in between your hand and try to squeeze. The moment you squeeze, right, the water is trying to break, find a way to break away. So when that happens, then we will see whether it's gonna break up or gonna break down or gonna break everywhere. So it's the same idea, philosophy, if you ask me. So right now that is happening. So we're gonna see what the price gonna give us. If you look at M15 here, right? Okay, it shows that it breaks. You know, there is a change of character. It shows that it breaks. That's the reason why the price is still playing around here. This is M15. But of course, if you look, that is line chart. But you look at candlestick, yeah. the board. If you look at the body here, it did close up above, and then there's a rejection here, and this rejection pretty much engulf. Not say really engulf it lah, because the wick candle is still here, so it's still trying to, but it's expecting it to be a bias buy, could be. M5, look at M5. So see the rejection is showing, the engulfing candlestick showing the rejection, so it's anticipating it. So while we're anticipating it, so it's so unfortunate that the gold during 11 o'clock the news, right, has so little impact. Sad trade. It's quite sad. You're expecting like the change of Federal Reserve will make a big difference, but I don't. It will not make any difference on this news. I would say. I think you should be very. What will happen is during the non-farm payroll, which is NFP, which is next week Wednesday. And also, you can check from here. You can go to Forex Factory. Go to the calendars, and then you can see like today, yeah, the Joe's opening. So if you look at next week Wednesday, this is one of the big forecast high impact news that you should be very usually people will avoid this, or they will take opportunity after the high impact news happens. So whatever the aftermath of the news, usually the opportunity will open up for people who come in and sweep whatever remaining. Same goes on Friday, whereby we have CPI. So these 2 days for gold had to be very, very careful on Wednesday and also on Friday. Today, not so much. If you look at jolts, if you can see, it's negative. Wait, here is showing negative. Previous. Okay. So actual is actually much lower than the previous one. This is a forecast. They predict that the price will go up. So if the price here, the pointers here is 6.54 M. If above 7.25, if above, the price will go up. But it shows that it's lower than that. And previously is 6.93. It's much more lower than that. So it gave us a confidence. Not to say confidence lah. I would say additional point for your entry. Yeah. It's crazy how it is. As you can see right now, it's causing consolidation. This is something that it becomes so squeezed, and that whether it's gonna burst up or burst down. So I'm expecting it to burst down rather than burst up, because the news based on M1 candlestick, this one right here, during 11 o'clock is rejection wise. So it's still, see, even though it's rejection here, right, the price came and just sweep in this area and continue down. So people thought like, oh, it comes back here, people could have buy, but then they got swept. So price is like being manipulated here, and also consolidation. This is something that you should be very careful. So what I want to wrap. So before I wrap things up, so if there's one thing I want you to take away is this: order blocks are not trade; they are locations. Without structure and liquidity, they mean nothing. With proper contact, they make sense. Okay, so remember these key point notes, okay, guys? Do not rush the market. Don't force entries. Let price come to you. Right now, I'm waiting for the price to come back here. Say, okay, so not the other way around. So if today help you see the market a little clearer, that's already a win. So if you guys don't quite understand, you can rewatch this live replay again whenever you can. And don't forget to go to check out our description below, whereby you can join our Telegram link. All information regarding how are we trading is all being posted there. So right now the price is coming back to where we want it to be. So this is the breakout of the consolidation. So it's good sign that the price probably is still going to come back down. Thank you for your time, your focus, and your energy tonight, guys. Rest well, review your charts, and we'll continue breaking these down properly the next session. Okay, guys? Good night, everyone. Trade safe.